for you as soon as possible. And here we go. Getting ready to move in. We're on to bind. Top 32, Big Frames versus Wichita Wolves and Choice. This is going to be a big matchup.
Yes, it is. This is the revenge matchup. Last week, Big Frames were knocked out by Wichita Wolves in kind of a pretty crazy fashion, and a lot of people did not see it come, or did not see this happening at all. And it was cause for a little bit of controversy, but you know what? The teams kind of worked it out, and now like this is definitely the revenge match for Big Frames. I want to see them really come re- at Wichita Wolves, super strong, nerfed, looking, hanging out on the Omen, which is pretty normal. Sam A or SVL is on the Rays. This is going to be really fun. Koala Noob, we have seen some pretty crazy clips come out of Koala
Yeah.
Noob, that's for sure. Some multi-kills, some ridiculous stuff out of them. Inox on the Killjoy this time, though. What do you think about that, Bump?
I mean, I love me some Killjoy. I've heard that he's been playing it more recently. I'm really excited to see him on something other than the Breach because we just see that come through for him so often
Yeah.
that it is nice to see players flex their legs a little bit. Here we go, nerfed. Finishing out with that Omen, like you mentioned, it's such an integral part of no matter what composition you pick. And especially on bind, he provides so much utility if you're trying to get out of hookah, if you're trying to defend from a heaven.
Yeah.
And yeah, not surprised to see Omen on both sides.
Right. Those smokes are just too integral. They make it all the way across the map. It doesn't matter how close or far you are. They get all the way on the other side. And then one thing I want to point out is last game, we actually had a Cypher versus Killjoy situation. So I'm really excited to see how Inox is able to handle the Sentinel v Sentinel in this moment between Killjoy and Cypher. It's going to be very interesting, that's for sure. But we are in this beautiful fly-through for bind on this reactor style map in the desert. And here we go. Inox setting up already on the B side, which is perfect. Ooh, I love seeing the different placements for these turrets. It's so good.
Yeah, it should get a nice amount of intel, especially gives intel about the hookah drop there too.
Yeah.
But here we go, Frenzy here on Sora. We've seen so many good Frenzy plays lately. That gun has definitely gotten a lot more use, and people are getting a lot more practice with it.
Yes, they are sending some pot shots through through the bathrooms there. Got some information that there were a couple of people in there, and now this is a nice slow setup. They have Sova over there on B long, probably trying to get a little bit of information, sending the Owl drone down B long. And this is actually going to set Big Frames to kind of move around and send a smoke on over to the B side from Nerfed. And that's actually going to keep their attention around on the other side. But here we go. The full commitment onto the A side is just about to happen for Wichita Wolves. Sends out the cam. Fig isn't going to capture anything with it, but here it comes. The smoke up into heaven and a full commit onto the A side.
Oh man, Fig takes down SVL to start us off. Here we go, Nerf. Taking down Nanners. Someone hanging out in lamps. Always someone in lamps. Sora moving in with that Frenzy.
30 seconds left.
Oh my goodness, he is popping off, able to get himself one before he moves down to 13 HP. All by himself is Inox, and that is the spike going down.
Planted.
Goodness. Inox.
Wow, who definitely doable here.
Yes, it is.
Oh my goodness.
Oh. Inox, if he didn't miss that last shot, he probably could have stayed alive and even clutched out that round 1v4.
Yeah, it was definitely looking doable there. He will pick himself up 2 kills, will get himself a few ultimate points. And honestly, I'm surprised we saw Wichita Wolves wait so long to pull that trigger on the pistol round. Typically, we see teams just running in, trying to get some stuff done, trying to get those pistol rounds over with. And a lot of intel gathering in that round.
Yeah, but I have been seeing a lot from some of these really good players that pistol rounds are very integral to your win in general. You know, it really sets the pace for your econ, your team's econ, the enemy team's econ, and everything if you win these pistol rounds. So I feel like we're not seeing like just 5-man rush mid anymore. We're seeing some really strategic placements for their pistol rounds.
Nanners moving in through hookah all by himself here. Has one more member hanging out, sending that owl drone up through the garden there, but Don't know if they'll catch out Inox. They will find that drone, but that is about it. Getting the intel on the turret there for Nanners. Oh, he might find himself a headshot here, Choice.
Here we go. Beautiful.
Oh,
Oh
no, he
no.
moves.
Moves off on at the wrong time? Oh. Yep. Waited for his teammates. Perfect timing.
Oh, Inox in a tricky spot here. Takes a ton of damage through the smoke. He's still alive. Here we go. Oh, man.
Perfect setup.
Yeah, he did stop the defuse. I mean, did stop the plant from going down. Oh, so much damage coming through these smokes. Wichita getting a ton of damage.
Oh, beautiful flick from Nerfed. That's going to set them up in a better way. SVL with a big double kill on the B-Long, and that's going to set them up 3v2.
Oh, Nanners, great grenade. Fig all by himself, trying to hold out. He will fall here, and Big Frames able to take it. They forced that by, and they're able to force round 2.
Was that important?
Great job from them.
Yeah, that's exactly what you need to do. If you force that round and you're able to actually pull it off, even though you lost it, I mean, that's going to be huge for your team. That's, once again, that's just like playing with the econ. It's a game of chess. It's chess. This isn't just some simple game where you run around and just kind of shoot people. This is definitely a really strategic game.
This isn't Call of Duty.
This isn't Call of Duty. We don't do that here. We don't just run and gun.
I don't know. There's actually been a lot of discussion about that on Twitter lately. I don't know if you've been paying attention to it, but people have been complaining a lot about running and gunning in Valorant.
Yeah. Like those players with a Phantom just running in deathmatch.
Deathmatches, yeah. Yeah, I've seen too many tweets lately. It was like, oh, was running and gunning in a deathmatch, won anyway. But we'll have to see if any of that kind of sneaky play comes through here. But we are 1-1 here in round 3. And Wichita actually playing so slow. We talked about how Wichita is very aggressive sometimes, and we have not been seeing that yet.
I know, they're being really decisive in all of their pushes. They keep sending Sova down B-Long continuously. Nerfed actually put in the smoke to block off any sort of vision from the Sova on B-Long. And now he's going to make his way towards A. And I have a feeling Big Frames might call that rotation here really soon.
SVL just doing a little dance, trying to get as much intel there as he can. He's about to find 2 members moving in. But here we go. Great paint shells. Finds the jet dashing in towards him. Nerfed with this shotgun. About to find a nice shot. Sora did get SVL on the other side there, and the plant is going down.
Spike planted.
Goodness, Nerfed has been getting so much utility out of this Judge. Getting some crazy shots off. He's going to send the dark cover down A short.
Inox here to help out Nerf. They're about to move in. Oh,
what?
Beautiful use of this shotgun. Nerf is so practiced with it. Cryo cells. Oh my goodness, moving in. Able to pick himself up another gun. Able to pick himself up another kill. Big Frames moved himself, did 2 rounds.
Cryo cells, you are so buff, dude. What a buff move.
That was so gross. Swaps guns, picks up the gun of the member he just killed, kills his teammate with it, and now he's going to have a free rifle for the next round. Nerfed sitting at 4-2-1, absolutely popping off with this Judge.
And keeps it too, it looks like.
I mean, if you're feeling good about it, might as well.
Yeah, I've been getting some real use out of it, that's for sure. SVL, okay, just gets the Spectre there into his hands. Wichita Wolves now, they're playing with some econ here. It's not looking too good for them at the moment, but if they could get those crazy headshots that we've seen them do before with these Sheriffs, oh my gosh, that could be a huge round for the Wichita Wolves.
Cryo got so lucky that he didn't get swept out there, but Inox, beautiful follow-up on the Owl drone. They heard the drone come out. Inox follows up on it, takes down Zekin.
And that's the cost you pay when you send the same person down the same area over and over and over again.
Yeah.
This is round 4, and Sova's been there on B-Long every single time, sending the Owl drone down. And they read it this time. That's the perfect execution from Big Frames.
Yeah, that was a beautiful call and a great follow-up push there from Inox. 2 ultimates now available here on the side of Big Frames. Wichita does have that teleport available for the Omen, but not nearly as impactful as Hunter's Fury.
Oh, this is a big setup from Big Frames. They could actually catch out Nanners in a big way. Qualinoob is about to see him crowd cells with a huge headshot. Sees someone go down. Oh my goodness, and another pick.
Big kills coming out there. Qualinoob able to get one before he falls. Cryocells grabbing Jangler, and Wichita Wolves just getting torn apart here by Big Frames. He's able to get one, he's able to get 2.
Oh. This is now a 1v1. What turned from a almost certain win
10 seconds
for Big
left.
Frames is now, I don't know. But Cryocells is just too darn good. Takes down Nanners with a beautiful headshot.
Yeah, he's able to get himself a 3K there. He did have the Hunter's Fury available, so if that plant did get down, I imagine we would see that get popped. But Choice, look at the board for Big Frames. They have 4 ultimates available. They have 6 of 7 on Inox, and they have got to be feeling good right now. This is the perfect position to be in when you have the Killjoy ult. One thing I was thinking about in Champion Select is the amount of counterplay we've seen come through with Sova versus Killjoy. You typically see that Sova ult pretty much get saved for a lockout. You know where the typical lockout points are going to be, and you've seen so many Sovas just wait for that ultimate to get popped to pop their own. So we'll have to see if Wichita Wolves decides to just save those ultimates to deny Inox. But there we go, Inox able to get himself that ult point, and that is a suite of ults there for Big Frames.
You should run.
All 5 in a perfect place. Paint Shells might actually take down Cryocells. Does a little bit of damage. He's still alive at the moment. They tried to put in the grenade there, but no, it's not going to do anything. Sends Wichita Wolves scattering.
That is a beautiful lockout. Here we go, Hunter's Fury coming out here for Cryocells, getting a ton of damage down, but not able to find any of the members of Wichita. But great use of the lockout. They didn't have the Hunter's Fury available for Wichita Wolves. They're still 6 of 7 on the board. And way to capitalize on that ultimate.
Oh, yeah. They're doing really good. Big Frames definitely practiced up for this matchup in specific. So Nanners is in a bad position. 2 showstoppers, but no, SVL wins out on that one.
Rocket duel. Oh
30
my
seconds
goodness.
left.
Choice, we just got a rocket fight. That was fun.
Oh.
SVL coming out on top of that one. Spam some Sammy emotes in chat. Let's go.
Yeah. Nerfed is now on the scene in a perfect position. Takes out Jangler, but Fig is so freaking good. He is in the way, but Qualinoob with a nice double kill with the operator, and Nerfed finishes it off onto Fig.
Yeah, Choice, so much was going on. We didn't even notice that Qualinoob got himself an operator.
Yeah, seriously. And a beautiful double kill with it, too.
Yeah, able to get himself that double, moving himself to 5-2-2. And Big Frames popping off here against Wichita Wolves so far. We had some questions before the game. We were talking about how Big Frames kind of hasn't been able to find their success here, hasn't been able to find their stride in the VSS so far.
Right.
And this revenge matchup looking very good for Big Frames so far.
Yeah, absolutely, and especially going 3-0 in group stage. Yeah, and this was not just like the regular group stage, okay? This is something crazier. We've had such high-level teams sign up for the Valorant Sunday Showdown these past few weeks that group stage no longer is just like, you know, like 1 good team versus 3 bad teams.
There's groups all the way down to P, and there's typically 6 or 7 groups of death.
Yeah, really. And it's scary.
It's not a joke anymore. Typically there would be like, oh, okay, I have 4 friends and we're gold or whatever. We're going to go play in VSS.
Right.
That doesn't happen anymore.
No. It's big teams who are here to win it all. Second, trying to get something done. Tons of damage onto him. Sends in the shock dart. Might actually hit some more damage onto whoever was in lamps there, but no, 17 HP.
Doesn't even matter. SBL takes him down, and that is a flawless round coming out. They got a little bit of damage down onto the Omen, but Wichita Wolves just getting torn apart.
This is a different Big Frames bump.
This is Big Frames on a different level. They're looking insane.
Yes, they are. They're looking crispy in this matchup here. Wichita Wolves really taking a hit. And I wonder what is going to happen in the half, but they only took the first pistol round, and then 5 rounds in a row go straight to big frames.
And at this point, you lose 5 rounds in a row. If you don't win another round soon, your econ is permanently just messed up.
Yeah. Ooh, that was right in the dome.
That was scary. That was like when you see a 3D movie and you're like, oh no.
Yeah. Or those stupid like TikToks or videos where like, someone turns around and throws something at the camera. I've been baited by those too many times. Baited.
Shout out the classic YouTube video where it's the like the car driving through the hills and the ghost pops up. Oh man, QualiNoob falls. That will be the operator off the board here for big frames. Wichita Wolves finally have an advantage, and they finally got to be feeling good.
I know exactly where you are.
Oh, perfect placement for the Roomba there. He's going to take down that recon dart. This reload's going to be huge. He needs to send in those paint shells. And there they go. The paint shells go into Garden. That's going to be some big damage. Oh my goodness,
God.
Throughout the air. Takes down Nanners. And this is a big moment for big frames.
Yeah, SVL just skeet shoots Nanners, cryo cells, grabbing Sora. That's the operator off the board for for Wichita Wolves. 3v3, here we go. Oh my goodness, now we're in a 2v2. Members falling all over the place. SVL popping off.
30 seconds left.
Big Frames is ready for this revenge. Zekin, all by himself, has a beautiful crossfire set up on him right now, and it's looking destitute for Wichita Wolves.
Yeah, and Inox moving up B long. Zekin gonna be in a real rough position here. Might be able to get that spike, but might fall here as soon as he walks by Inox. I'm sorry, by SVL. Great call there.
Triple kill for SVL once again. This is a whole new big frames. We're seeing some practice under their belt as a team, as a mold. They're really looking buff right now.
Yeah, it's really good. They had so many issues with their communication in the past, and just the fact that they were all very talented players doesn't mean that they're instantly going to gel together. We've finally seen some of those lumps get worked out. We finally see big frames living up to their potential here, and they are looking terrifying.
Yeah, they are. Oh, look at this. Might actually get the... Okay. I thought Nanners was going to get the... Oh, man. That's way too much damage on QualiNoob, but he is holding this angle. He is holding it for the long run, but no, he misses it out and nerfed. On the other side of the map, takes down Sora.
Yeah, looked like Sora just had the shorty there, nerfed, able to get himself a second one. Always someone in layups. Oh my goodness.
One enemy remaining.
Nerfed with a 4K finishing off that round. Big Frames holding no prisoners.
Oh my gosh. I have... I can't say that on...
I just don't even know what to say at this point. Wichita Wolves won last week. They're our reigning champions, and they're just getting torn apart here by Big Frames.
Who knows? Big Frames just might be on their favored map, on their favored side. You know, the other side of the map is a whole different mindset. So Wichita Wolves could come back in a big way, but I mean, there's so many factors that could lead to something like this.
I think Wichita Wolves at the beginning was playing with a certain amount of respect. Oh my goodness, 2 kills coming out for both sides. QualiNoob able to get himself a second one with that operator. 3v2 now.
I actually like the point that you were making. They were playing with a level of respect.
Yeah, I'll get back to that point here in just a second, but 2v2 now. Zekin able to get this plant down, and this might be around here for Wichita Wolves. SVL moving in on this. I'm sorry, Inox moving in on the side. And if Inox is alive, you have to be afraid. Oh no, Inox falls, and things looking very good now for Wichita Wolves. But yeah, they were playing with a certain amount of respect in the beginning. That at a certain point, they've just been paying too much respect. They've been playing too cowardly. This isn't the Wichita Wolves we've been seeing previously. Previously, we've seen them play so aggro, and able to take it. Didn't even get any damage off on cryo cells though. Forcing the defuse. Here we go. Oh, beautiful headshot coming through there for Sora. Will have to give his own life up here, but they do win the round. Oh no, he lives.
Oh wow. Okay. He barely lives. I have a feeling that you're onto something there. You know, they played with a level of respect last week, and I feel like Big Frames kind of thought that they were going to really steamroll Wichita, and probably played a little bit sloppy last week. I'll say it.
Yeah.
They probably played a little sloppy against the Wichita Wolves and realized quickly that they shouldn't have done that. And this week they are playing with some ridiculous gusto this week.
Yeah, this week it's the Wichita Wolves that aren't showing the proper amount of respect here for Big Frames.
Nutty plays from Big Frames.
Inox has knock now. Nerf able to get one before he falls there. Manners off the board. Jangler able to get himself a second kill. Beautiful there. Able to take down the operator out of Inox's hand.
Nowhere to run.
Oh man, able to clear. Oh, big Hunter's Fury kill there. He knew where Jangler would be planting. People always plant in the same spot on A.
Oh, but Fig might actually have a really good moment here. The showstopper comes out. Is SVL going to get anything out of this? I don't even know. Fig walks in at the worst time possible, and there it is. SVL saying up in the chat with his gun. This is crazy. 8-2.
And Inox's score line does not look good, but that is if you were just looking at it on paper. Inox has been holding down B by himself.
By himself, yep.
And they haven't been going over to B.
Right. They've had to push off of B every single time. They had to backtrack.
It's a mixture of that and his team just literally taking everything before he has a chance to kill anyone. We've seen how many rounds where Inox is the one flanking from behind because he was the only one at B? So many.
So many times. And he still has a pretty decent amount of assists. I'm pretty sure I saw 6 assists or something like that.
He's not even doing bad.
4 assists. Not bad. That's a lot of information. They know at least 4 members are over there. And there's another member moving up. Nanners is probably going to get a Vandal to the face here. Koala Noob comes around the corner and a big kill onto Sora.
Yeah, you were onto something there. He did take a knife to the face, but Koala Noob able to get the revenge kill there. Fig able to get the spike down. Another Blade Storm getting popped here. Oh man, Hag getting thrown down. Koala Noob point blank able to get that kill. Oh my god! Wow, Koala Noob is a monster. Inox able to pick up that one through the wall. Zekin all by himself here. I don't even think it matters though. Shock Dart coming out might get some massive damage. Oh, it doesn't matter at this point though. Wow, Zekin able to get that kill on Inox, and Zekin clutches the round.
That was the most ridiculous clutch. That was a round they should not have won at all. Wichita Wolves should not have won that, but I think Big Frames got a little sloppy there. Yeah. They allowed the recon dart to stay and give him all the information he needed to win out that round.
Yeah, a little bit of disrespect coming through onto Zekin there.
Thanks.
But Wichita Wolves trying to fight themselves back to this 8-4. Big Frames, a 9-3 would be a great position to be in for this second half.
Oh, absolutely. They can't lose. They can't lose steam now. Oh my goodness, Koala Noob almost loses his life there. But no, Nerfed is there to cover for him. Sends in the dark cover, keeps himself alive.
Yeah, really ballsy position there. I like it.
Yeah.
And this is finally some of the aggro attack that we're used to seeing coming out from Wichita Wolves. I wonder if they're going to play this slow on defense or if we're going to see some aggro defense. Sora with a incredible flick.
Sora should not have won that fight. Inox had the perfect push onto him on the backside there.
He must have moon booted.
Possibly. That is a big possibility there. Nerfed, sending in some shots. Gets a little bit of damage onto Sora, I do believe.
A little bit of arm clip there.
Yeah. Here we go, a nice slow round. Wichita Wolves slows it down this time, kind of tries to keep the pacing in their favor and not in the favor of Big Frames. Sends in the teleport. It's going to be taken down, but Nanners, oh my goodness, is going to be able to take down Nerf and a huge satchel jump.
Oh man, this is looking like around here for Wichita Wolves. They might be able to finish things out, but no, Nanners does fall there. They do get the spike down, but Qualinoob is still alive. Cryocells is still alive. You gotta be afraid. Qualinoob with this operator just playing point blank.
Oh no, Cryocells gets spotted out with the camera. It's not even going to do really anything about it. Takes down second. Oh my goodness, he is allowing this. Oh no, he thought he killed him.
Yeah, I thought he killed him too.
Oh no, he thought he killed Sora, but he didn't. He got
Switching
distracted by the stupid recon dart.
Yeah, one more bullet would have done it.
Oh.
That is so frustrating there, but a very good win there. Wichita Wolves able to take 3 the last 4, and definitely needed. They had such a rough first half.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
They've got to have a momentous second half here if they want any chance of moving into the top 16. This is a top 32 match. This is nutty.
Feels like a grand finals match. They're playing it like it's a grand finals match. You love to see it if you are a viewer, if you are one of us casting on the desk here. This is a game that we love to see.
And the a Frenzy Light Shield purchase is so aggressive. You don't get any abilities. You just get a ton of combat prowess.
Yeah. Nanner's in the perfect spot to keep himself silent with these jump peaks. That's actually big brain right there.
And I think it's at a perfect distance where you pretty much can't get one shot at this point from that distance.
Right.
People typically don't play with sheriffs during the first pistol round. And it would be incredibly hard to get that single headshot off.
Yeah, Inox playing this pretty smart. Puts down the turret to hopefully get a peek from one of these players. They know it's there. But here we go. A nice slow push through B long. Definitely playing time. I don't know if it's in their favor or if they're trying to get Wichita Wolves to be a little bit antsy in this moment. They're holding strong, though.
Oh, and they actually might get Sova back over towards A, but here we go. Everyone now moving over. Jangler able to get himself one before he falls. Nerf, big kill for him. Spike going down now. We're in a 4v3. Wichita Wolves lost 2 members.
Actually looks like it's going to be a round in the favor of Big Frames. They've got this thing set up pretty darn well. Anox is in a great position to be able to do some absolute damage onto Nanners. But no, he's missing a ton of his shots because of that classic spray. It's so rough. But Nanners picks him up and Nerf returns the favor. Oh my goodness, there is one member of Wichita Wolves left over. He picks up Nerfed at the end there. But Qualinoobs finishes it off onto Fig.
Yeah, really unfortunate starter round there for Wichita Wolves. Big Frames just played so slowly, and all they did was get rewarded for it. That pistol round looked so clean coming through from them, and now we just have stingers on the side of Wichita Wolves, and a bunch of Spectres and full shields coming through for Big Frames. That is an aggressive round 2 buy.
Yes, it is. The Marshall pushing up B long. Not going to see anything, though. Might be a... I feel like that's like the first 5 seconds of the round. Like, that's when the Marshall...
That is the only time the Marshall is good.
Yeah, it's really effective.
Is when you can catch someone off guard. As soon as someone knows that there's a Marshall in play, the Marshall becomes completely ineffective.
Yeah, it's obsolete right after that.
You can only catch someone off guard with a Marshall.
Yeah. Especially at this level of play, man.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be pretty tough for them.
We're definitely going to get one dude in Twitch chat. It's like, I like the Marshall.
Why not? That always happens.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Fig catches out Inox and Jangler. Cryocells. SVL returns the favor on Jangler, but this is now a 4v3. SVL still alive somehow.
Still alive. There we go.
Marshall.
Marshall, there's the one dude in Twitch chat's freaking out now.
Yeah. I told you guys.
I told you guys. Big brain Marshall plays.
Oh, man. Man, the force buy from Wichita Wolves paid off in this situation. Now they've got some Spectres in hand. And this is going to be a really telling round for Big Frames. If they could force this up or probably stick with their classics, maybe, this will definitely be a really telling round for them.
I think it would probably be smart for Big Frames to save here, but I definitely understand if they want to aggro. It's really going to hurt them if they lose this round. It's going to set them back so far from rifles if they lose this round.
Yeah. I mean, Stingers, we've seen them do some crazy things before. Sora's in a pretty aggressive position, makes it out without being able to be spotted by the recon dart. So,
yes, Stingers are so good, but a huge part of this game is being able to match rifles and being able to get to rifles as soon as possible. And if they lose this round, it's going to be so rough. Sora moving in on the side, just absolutely moon booting, giving a ton of intel to cryo cells.
oh, but that was such a smart play by them. They send in the paranoia on top of the owl drone and tries to get a nice crossfire setup, but they weren't pushing, so that's good on them. Inox is actually going to be caught out A short, or A link, excuse me, and that's going to be pretty tough for Big Frames. They're going to have to really retake this ground because Wichita Wolves are holding it really aggressively.
Yeah, and do have 3 members hanging out for the Wichita Wolves over on B, so if they decide to pull the trigger here soon, this might be their best bet at this A take.
30 seconds left.
Here we go. Trigger gets pulled. Nanners does fall. Cryocell's able to get himself that kill. Fig takes a little bit of damage, but not able to get anything done there. 4v4 now, and the spike goes down.
That was actually really ballsy from Noob. He dashes in without like any information of where they are, and just survives. He wins the gunfight, is able to take down one of the members of Wichita Wolves, and it is a 4v4 in this moment, and this is going to be really tough for Wichita Wolves because this is a crazy setup here.
Oh, Sora able to start off taking down Nerf before he falls. Oh, so many kills coming out. 2v2 now. SVL has that full shield, able to get himself that kill. Zakin able to get himself one, but it's Noob versus Zek, and Noob has been absolutely clutch. Oh, what's that curse? What is that crosshair placement?
Oh, he played time. He played time. Oh!
That is so lucky. Big Frames doesn't deserve that round.
Yeah, that was really tough. I think Noob thought he had a little bit more time to throw down a smoke or something and move in a little bit more decisively, but it took too long in that moment and he was taken down. But ultimately, saved enough time for them to win the round, so that's huge.
Yeah, definitely very good that Big Frames was able to get that one, but definitely gifted there from Wichita Wolves.
Gifted from the gods.
Still going to question that crosshair placement. Because not sure how you're going to win a 1v1 shooting someone's ankles. They're just going to dink you before you can do that. Nanner's about to find himself in a 1v2, but SBL gets a big 2K. Fig was behind Nanners.
Oh, that was really unfortunate. Now they have some rifles in hand.
That was a Bulldog.
Oh, that was tough.
And here we go. Big Frames absolutely pulling the trigger over onto A. Zekin moving into heaven, but
this is practically a free plant for Big Frames.
Spike planted.
Oh, this is going to be tough for Wichita Wolves. I don't think there's going to be much they could do in this moment. Sora's going to have to dash in and win a gunfight with 3 members of Big Frames before he can do much. But no, he's caught out. Oh, there it is. Takes down Noob. This could be huge. Nerf returns the favor onto Sora, gives Jangler the rifle, and there he is. Ooh. Nerf goes down.
Nice job there. Jangler able to get himself that rifle, able to get himself that kill, but Zekin does fall. Jangler going to try to clutch this out, but might just want to save that rifle.
Yeah, he is, and they're probably going to go hunting pretty hardcore here. Yes, they are. Cryocells is here, though, ready for it.
And Big Frames is so close to match point there. SBL able to pick up Jangler and taking away that rifle from Wichita Wolves.
Last week, Wichita Wolves wins it all in the grand finals, map 3, in a crazy scoreline, and they took out Big Frames in top 32, I do believe, last week. And now Big Frames are almost on match point, and Wichita Wolves only have 5 maps or 5 rounds under their belt.
Yeah, they have not been having the same kind of week that they did last week. That just tells you, it really does tell a story here at the VSS. Is sometimes you have a week where you can just make that insane bracket run, and sometimes you just can't get your gun game together.
Yeah, it's really tough. Big Frames not messing around at all. Nerfed. Oh my goodness, almost gets absolutely destroyed. Does a ton of damage as well, but man, he's got 8 HP left. Or was it 5?
I think it was 5, but still so low. Nanners got to be kicking himself for that one. But gets gifted the kill, the nerf. The 5 HP doesn't matter anymore. SBL with this rocket trying to find anyone.
Almost kills himself.
Oh, doesn't realize there's someone behind him though.
Big though. Unfortunate for SVL. Qualinoob has 6 HP. There. Oh my gosh, there's been so much damage done between these teams.
Yeah, so many kills coming out across the board here. Sora does have those blades ready. Inox able to get one with. Oh my goodness.
Oh, but the molly. Oh,
no.
Big round for Wichita Wolves. Sora kind of carrying his team on his back with a 3K with those knives. And they got some rifles in their hands this time.
Yeah, Sora just keeps swinging, keeps throwing those blades out, and able to get himself an operator this round. That should really help them out here. But they have so much work to do right now, Choice. It's almost match point here for Big Frames. There are 3 ultimates available on each side, but no Hunter's Fury available to shut down that lockout that we've been talking about.
Yeah, this could be a big push for Big Frames. If they can get themselves into a really solid position, that could be everything for them. But Sora is in a perfect position. They think there's only one person with a rifle in there with a Vandal, but no. They're not going to catch anything. Sora, Qualinoob going in hard with these knives, not going to pick out anything at this moment. There goes down to lockdown. This is going to be huge for the Big Frames.
Ooh, Bucky there for Qualinoob. But Nanners throwing the grenades out. It does get hit by the Paranoia. Nerf with this frenzy moving in. Zekin able to get 2 kills out from heaven. So many kills coming out here for Wichita Wolves. They're trying to keep themselves in this game, and a mild econ round coming through here for Big Frames. Match point not looking good for them this round.
No, it's not. They're going to have to really force themselves. Qualinoob is in a really good position. They know that there's at least one member left alive over here. Oh, no!
Oh, no.
He shouldn't have pushed that Fig with the most ridiculous flick I've ever seen onto Inox's head. Takes him out for another round under the Wichita Wolves belt.
Yeah, that was a flick right there, but 3 ultimates now available on the side of Wichita Wolves. They do have some big ultimates available also, and if they can keep winning these rounds, they need to shut down the economy of Big Frames.
Yeah, it's just a round-for-round win. They're literally clawing their way through this round differential at the moment. Like, they're going to have to keep doing this to really deny Big Frames this win. This is so smart. Sending 2 people down showers. It's so smart, but once again, Big Frames are not there to take the brunt of that operator from Sora. Decisive movements from Big Frames.
Yeah, a bunch of members here stacked up. It looks like we are going to have a trigger pulled here on the B soon. Yeah, Zekin with that owl drone through teleporter gets a little bit of intel on Hookah, but here we go. Jangler about to find himself in a tricky position here. 5 members moving in onto B. Hunter's Fury coming out here. All of the ultimates getting used on the side of Wichita Wolves. Zekin able to get himself that first kill into SBL.
It's going to be huge. That's a lot of firepower out of the hands of Big Frames. Now they got to get this spike down as soon as possible. The recon dart is too strong right now, though. They know exactly where these members are. Qualinoob takes down Fig, and that's another big member. My goodness, there's a lot of utility being used. Sora, though, is so good with this operator. Takes down Nerfed, and this is a really tough situation for Big Frames 3v3. Oh my goodness, are they going to be able to handle it?
Sora absolutely popping off with the op. Able to take down Inox there. They have 20 seconds left. This is a 2v3. And they have got to get the spike down, Choice.
Yeah, 18 seconds. Oh my goodness, Qualinoob could have gotten that kill. But no, he was unable to at the moment. Still has a recon dart in the hands of Cryocells, but 10 seconds left. This is going to be really tough. The showstopper comes out from Nanners. Is he going to be able to get anything with it?
No.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. 1v2 now. Qualinoob does have that full shield, does have that rifle. I think this is definitely doable for him. No, he does get swept out. That makes this so rough.
Shoot, spam it. So,
What
Koala Noob!
is happening? Oh my goodness.
Please,
Koala
Koala
Noob.
Noob. Please, dude.
What is happening? What is happening?
Oh my goodness, Koala Noob
Koala Noob.
does it with a 4K onto Sora in the most ridiculous way
Match
possible.
point.
Choice.
A pistol fight.
Choice, what was that? They both pull pistols. They both missed the first 12 shots. What was that?
I think my favorite part about that exchange was hearing production in the back room just
Yeah.
going, what?
Yeah, I
Oh
love
my
when production
goodness.
loses their mind. That's always it's always the best part.
Yes, it is.
But-
12-7 in the frames of the big frames.
That's a way to take us to match point. And Wichita Wolves, the mental's got to be feeling real questionable, but they're able to take down Cryocells to start the round.
That's a big pick. That's a lot of information on the side of Big Frames taken out of the picture. Ooh, a bunch of damage.
Ooh.
He misses the shot onto the Roomba, and that's actually going to be really good for Big Frames in this moment.
Yeah, that's a feels bad shot there. You always, most of the time you always hit those. So when you don't, it feels extra bad.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Especially when it actually hits you and you're like, oh, come on, that shouldn't have happened.
And I think he still had the tailwind available too, so it feels even worse.
Here we go. Nanners. Still in a really good spot. Could send in this paint shell and do a ton of damage. No, decides to not.
Oh. Big Frames with that member disadvantage because of losing Cryocell.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Really tough decision there for Nerf. He
30
wanted to send in
seconds
the
left.
Paranoia, but was unable to before they pushed it. But Nanners is here on a perfect push and gets a double kill for his third kill of the round. SVL is trying to get something done, but no! He is put a stop to by Fig.
Yeah, he's at least able to get himself one kill there, but they will be able to finish this round out. Wichita Wolves still fighting, not ready to give up the game quite yet, but Big Frames looking so close to finishing this out.
I know, they're trying their hardest to do it. And man, they still have a lot of work on their hands.
Yeah, I think if you're Big Frames right now, you don't even bother with these Sheriffs. You just go full classics here. You save as much money as you can, and you just try to get to those rifles, because those rifles are how you are going to be able to close this game out.
Yeah, that's going to be everything for them. Wichita Wolves are looking to really keep themselves in this game. They have a lot of work to do. That's 4 rounds in a row they're going to have to do. But SVL, oh my goodness, there were so many members of Big Frames there ready for that push.
Yeah, and Choice, I was getting ready to say it's so important that they don't drop to Sora. They've lost so many starter rounds to Sora at the beginning, just off that operator. Second, falls. Jangler able to get one onto Anox there, but there we go. This might just be the game. Nanners all by himself here in a 1v4, trying to keep his team in the game here. And I don't even think it matters.
Yeah, that was so tough. I mean, Big Frames just were in the right place at the right time. I mean, they force bought a little bit, and they kept themselves in the game. And there it is. Big
Wow.
Frames finish it off with a 13-8 in their revenge match up against Wichita Wolves.
They finished off with a pistol round, too. They have one SMG.
That's ridiculous.
It's insane. So they lost so many members to that operator. Sora would just, the round would start, Sora would get an op pick, and it would shut down Big Frames. But
Yeah.
they forced 4 members in Sora's face. It could have resulted in a big collateral play,
Right.
but thankfully it did result in Sora falling. Then they just forced on to B. Beautiful play coming through for Big Frames, and a beautiful revenge win coming through, moving themselves up to the top 16 and upsetting our reigning champions, Wichita Wolves.
Yeah, and huge moment for Nerfed as he is our match MVP, 22-16-6 with a 289 combat score. Pretty crazy score up against their rivals there.
Yeah, and typically we don't see the Omen top fragging, so it's really, oh my goodness, 1 point of difference between him and SVL. That is that's a feels bad.
Yeah, it's sort of not too far behind, 269, looking good, 21 and 15. And that was a really fantastic match from Big Frames. They really gunned it up against Wichita Wolves, and they got to be feeling really good right now, taking out their rivals from last week. What a good revenge match. My goodness, Bump. This is a good week for Valorant Sunday Showdown.
Definitely a good way to start out our knockout stage. We are definitely ready for some more high-octane games. We are going to go ahead and take a little bit of a break as we get ready to move into the top 16, so don't go anywhere.